Hello, welcome. This is Austin, bringing you the DevC training from Andela and Facebook. Uh, we said that we are going to be moving very fast. We are going to be looking at HTML, CSS, and JavaScript before we can start taking the exercises that are given from the open classroom. So today we are going to be looking at JavaScript, the basic intro we did in the last class. You can check the playlist so that you can check that out. So today we're going to be bringing simple concepts that are very, very important for you to get the basics in JavaScript. And we're going to be starting with variables. This is the source code and this is the output. And this output is in Google Chrome. So I'm able to get it like this because I use the HTML opening tag with the body. Then inside the script tag, that's where we have the JavaScripts. And if you run this code, you're going to see this. You will get this on the GitHub and also a link in the description part of this video so that you can get this code and study them. This is just like a summary. I actually got most of these from a tutorial on YouTube, Jerry Bernis, so you can check them out. But I'm going to explain them so that you can get the basic concepts, so that when we start writing proper codes in JavaScript, you'll be able to move along with us. So variables are things that can change, that you can have different values for them. So you're going to be dealing a whole lot with variables when you are writing codes in JavaScript. So we're going to be looking at them. Any line that you have these two double slash in front, it means that it is simply a comment. So the code is not going to run. You can see all these variables and these statements, they are not showing here because they are comments because of these two forward slash in front of them. But when you now start saying document.write, which is one of the way of outputting, then you start seeing them here. So I told us in the first class in JavaScript that there are 4 ways you can use in outputting something. You can use inner HTML, you can use console.log, you can use window.alert, and you can also use document.write. So here we're going to be using mostly document.write because we want it to be output in a way like this. So I'm going to continue now. So basic rules in naming variables. You will say that variable names can never start with a number. You cannot start a variable name like this variable name, my name. You cannot start it with a number. It cannot contain spaces, but you can also it can actually contain letters. Like this variable name, my name is containing letters. It can also contain number. You can say my name 01. Can contain underscore, and it can contain this sign. So these are the important rules in naming a variable, and that's why we have this variable var my name. You can see this is what we call camel casing. The first word is in small letter starting, but if you want to start the second word, it has to be in capital letter. So the value of this variable my name is Augustine, and that is my name. And the value of this variable my age is 34, and that is my current age. So var is a way of declaring variables. So this var simply says that this my name is a variable, but that is then. But currently in years 6, you now use let and const. Let and const. So if you want to declare a variable, you say let my name equal to Augustine. Let, and if that variable, if what you're trying to declare does not change, like pi, pi is always 3.142. You say you use const. So you can use let or use const, but formally you use var. So the scope vary, and the problem with scoping I'm going to explain in subsequent classes. But know that if you now want to declare a variable like my name, it's better you use let my name equal to Augustine instead of var my name Augustine. So that's it for constant let and var. The difference is actually in scoping and whether this one is changing or not. Then you say that variables don't have defined type. So, or if you're coding something like Java that is strongly typed, you have to say, if it is a string, you have to say var string my name equal to Augustine. But here you don't say string or integer. For you to recognize something being a string or an integer, it has to be, if there is a quote around it, then it's a string. If it's a number, then it's a number. So there are actually other variable types like symbol, boolean, which we will soon get to. So let's get to these mathematical calculations, how you can do mathematical calculations in JavaScript. You can see We can use document.write to output a data to the browser. This is a browser, this is Google Chrome browser. I'm able to output all this because I'm using document.write. If you want to see anything, you say document.write. And that's why we say document.write. Now you say 5 plus 4, that is this first 5 plus 4. Because it is inside quotes, this 5 plus 4 equal to is inside quotes. That's why you're able to see them exactly they are, because it is being seen as a string. But this second one, where you have 5 plus 4 without a quote, is seen as a number, and that's why JavaScript will know and do the actual calculation. So 5 plus 4 is 9, and that's why you are saying 9. Then this break is for it to the next line to be on another line. So the same thing, you have this 5 plus 4 equal to plus this, and that's why we have this second one. So if it is minus, you do the same thing with break. So all the mathematical signs are used the same way. Instead of times, you are using this as the times or the multiplication sign, and this is what you use as the division sign. So as you're doing them, you're seeing them here. And this is modulus, simply means 5 divided by 4. What is the remainder? It gives you 1. So, and that is what you get here, modulus. So when you go through this, you're going to be understanding them because it is well commented. And that's why I'm using these resources. I'm going to upload this to both I'm going to upload it to both GitHub and also give a link in the description part. So this is how you do most of these kinds of things. If you want to get the maximum of a number, you just say number.max value. If you want to get the minimum, number.min value, to get the minimum possible number that we can have. So you scroll down, you see other things. If you want to round up something, you use to fix. If you want to round it up to 2 decimal places, you have to fix. You put 2. If it is to 3, you put 3 here. The same thing if you want to add a number, use double plus in the front. You can also use after or in front, depending on whether you want the operation to be done before the next line of action, or you want them to come together, you want it to be done after. So the same thing with minus. If you have this double minus, it means that you're decreasing the number by 1. If you want to add by 1, you use plus. Now if you want to perform calculations, a calculation on a value and assign the result, this is what you do. Let's say you want to add 5 to a number and now give the answer. This is how you do it. If you want to do a subtraction, if you want to do multiplication, and if you want to do this. So this simply means that the final number that is going to be here, which is the random, is going to be the initial number here plus the 5 here. So the other operation is similar to what you have in BODMAS. So if you don't have brackets, you're going to do multiplication before you do plus or the addition. So the same thing, you have some mathematical properties and methods. The math e, if you want to get the value of this math e, which you already know, or the pi, these are the functions that or properties that you're going to be using for that. If you want to perform actions like cube roots, you want to round off to the upper limit or to the lower limit, or normal rounding up, or you want to get the log to base 10, these are the methods that you're going to use. So these are methods, whereas these are properties. How you differentiate properties from methods is that methods have these bracket, whereas properties don't. So these are the basic mathematical operations that you can have, and these are the outputs. So as you're studying them, when I send it across, you'll be able to easily know what each and every one of them do. And you actually need to learn this, because when you start writing proper Node.js or React codes, you're going to be using all these. You're going to, from time to time, want to write some basic vanilla JavaScript that will help you to run your code effectively. So you need to know how to do these mathematical manipulations. So after the mathematical manipulations, we talk about if you also want to convert. If you want to convert a string to a number, you just put number in front. If you want to convert to an integer, or you want to convert to a float, you put parseInt for an integer, parseFloat for a float number. If you want to also do a calculation, finding the random number from 1 to 10, and also approximating to the lower boundary. So those are the things you can do with as it concerns mathematical operations. Then talking about strings, like I said before, string is anything that is any variable that has value that is enclosed in this quotation. The quotation can be single or double quotes. So and you can combine two strings using the concatenation uh, operator, which is plus. So you can see this random string is more than one, but it's being concatenated using plus sign. So you can do this basic thing for string. Then you can perform so many other operations on string. You can get the string length. String length simply means how many characters that are involved. Like here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is the string length of this, or what is the total string length of it, of all of these? So you can say the variable name, which is round string dot length, to get the length of the string. So you can also get other things like you can return the value using a start and an end index. You can also use slice. If you're using slice, you want to return some part of the string. You don't want to get all of them out, so you can use slice. You can also use substring. If you're using slice, then you're putting the start and the ending of the string of the string of characters that you want. But if you're using substring, you're putting the start and then the length of the string, or the number of characters that you want to be gotten out. So those are the things you can do. You can also use replace to get a string and replace it by another string. So you go and look for and on. This very and on, you replace it with forever. So using this very function replace. So you have all these functions that you can use on string, like substring, slice, replace. You can also use other ones. If you want to get the character at an index, you use the name of the variable character at the very index that you want. So if you want to split a string into an array, this is how you do it, by using dot split. So depending on what, if you want to split with a space, then you use this. If you want to trim, white spaces, this is what you do, round string dot trim. Round strings is the name of the variable, which we already know. If you want to convert to uppercase, you say the name of the variable dot to uppercase. The same thing with lowercase. If you want to style, you can also style a string by saying the name of the string dot. If you want it to be big, you say dot big. If you want it to be bold, bold, the same thing. So that's how you got to get all of these by styling. So those are the functions that you can perform on a string, and those are the things that are available for numbers as well. Please do well to look at all these and experiment them one, so that you can actually understand the various methods and properties that can be used on numbers and strings. Thank you, and God bless you.